Let's cover a few other stories. Other things are still going on. And I think what is very interesting, the Clapham attack man, the alkaline attacker, Abdul Ezedi, is still on the run. What is it now? 6, 7 days?
Yeah.
Extraordinary, extraordinary. He was last seen now. We've had this sighting of him near King's Cross Station in Tesco's. Don't forget, he's got half of his eye is hanging out. He was then seen boarding the London Underground system and going south. But this was his last known sighting, and it was on Wednesday night, and that is by quite near TalkTV Towers, actually, Southwark Bridge, across the Thames. And there is some speculation that he may have thrown himself into the river. I assume that is purely because the police are actually bamboozled. Why can't we find this guy? This is extraordinary. He may well have taken his life, or he may well be harboured because if he steps outside, he's kind of distinctive.
Well, what's interesting is a 22-year-old man has been arrested and bailed on suspicion of assisting him.
Yes.
And they have looked through various different
they found his
addresses
phone
around the country. Yeah, and
Ezidi's phone was in the back of the car.
I mean, my suspicion would more likely be if he had thrown himself into the river, you'd expect there to be some eyewitnesses. London's a busy place. You'd see someone if they had jumped into the river. You'd think someone would have said, reported it. My suspicion is that he has people who are aiding and abetting him right now, and that he is somewhere in hiding. But how long that can last when you've got such a horrific injury, I don't know. But it's quite remarkable with all the CCTV we have in the world these days. And this wasn't like he was wandering around at 2 o'clock in the morning. A lot of these images of this man with one eye wandering about the place were 2 hours after the incident took place at 9:30, when there are plenty of people. I mean, we're in London.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is,
the
news hadn't quite disseminated then, and now I think he'd find it a lot harder to walk around because everybody is alert to him. I'll tell you, an interesting thing came out yesterday. It has now been revealed that he is not the father of those 2 kids that he attacked, but this mobile phone that has been found in the car of the 22-year-old guy accused of helping him, aiding and abetting him. This was Ezidi's phone, and the police apparently are going through that phone to establish exactly the nature of Ezidi's relationship with the woman who he attacked, who we understand may well lose the sight in one eye and has lost half of her face. There's a £20,000 reward out for this sexual pervert, awful, dangerous man. And don't forget, he is a convicted sex offender. So if you see him, for God's sake, don't approach, ring 999.